Hello and welcome to Carlisle. By the end of today, the Tour of Britain will be half complete. We've had 3 different leaders in 3 days. Orica GreenEDGE's Leigh Howard, the latest man to wear the gold leaders jersey. Today though, it's all up for grabs again.
The Dutch Antilles, a stark contrast to today's stage in the northwest of England. The weather could play a big part, with an exposed route over Shap Fell, down through Kendal and onto the finishing line at Blackpool Tower. Wind could easily fracture the race, and riders will have to be wary to stay near the front and avoid being caught out.
5, 4, 3,
94 riders facing the rollout for stage 4 of the Tour of Britain, taking the riders from Carlisle to Blackpool, a distance of 156 kilometres. And the big problem today is going to be the weather, because there's been heaps of rain overnight and there is rain threatened for the whole of the day and strong winds. The loosening of the legs completed, and we've got an attack already beginning to unfold. Rider from An Post, Sean Kelly, and that's actually Ronan McLaughlin. There's a reaction by a rider immediately behind him from IG Sigma Sport.
Finally, the pace at the front proved too much for 4 of the breakaway riders, with Haas, Gustafsson, Leigh and Cronshaw dropping back to rejoin the peloton. We pick up the racing with Dan Craven and Ronan McLaughlin holding on to a slender lead and heading for home.
Here come the peloton, sweeping up the final 2 survivors of a break of 6 that have been clear nearly throughout the whole of the day.
Christian Knies there taking up the pressure on the front, really has started to drive this small select group onto the finish and onto a sprint finish for his team sprinter Mark Cavendish. Leigh Howard has just come up on the left-hand side there of Cavendish and got in front. Cavendish has allowed him to get in front there. He needs wheels, he wants people to be in front of him. And now we're starting the sprint, and it's Luke Rowe on the front.
Luke Rowe is the man on the front, but now look at this then, head-to-head as they look for the line. It's the Australian on the left, but on the line it is Cavendish again. Mark Cavendish takes it right on the line. Well, the challenge came, didn't it, then, from Leigh Howard, but it was Mark Cavendish that had the electric power to deny the Australian Leigh Howard his second stage victory. Instead, it's Mark Cavendish, the world champion, that took the second stage victory.
2 out of 2 then for Mark Cavendish. Last year, when the stage was cancelled, he made an appearance in a Blackpool ballroom. This year, he showed off his other prodigious talent, winning bike races. A good day for Garmin's Steele von Hoff behind him. Leigh Howard back in 3rd, with Boy Van Poppel and Russ Downing again in contention in 4th and 6th place respectively. Maggie Backstead, by the way, sprinted to 7th. 2 wins in as many days for Mark Cavendish. His sprint just too good again for Leigh Howard.